everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and I am a fourth year first grade teacher and I'm so glad you're here today. Today's video is going to be like a little mini haul for my classroom of just some things that I've collected or purchased over the summer that I'm going to be adding to my classroom that I wanted to share. Now, I haven't bought a whole lot for my classroom this summer because we moved states and all of my classroom stuff is packed up in boxes behind this wall in a closet, and so it's hard for me to remember like the things that I have. I'm doing okay. I'm starting to recall like, oh yeah, I already have some of these or I have some of this, and I don't really know what I'm gonna need for my new room yet because I'm gonna have to organize it differently and all of that stuff. And I know I'll be getting a small stipend to start my classroom at my new school, so I don't want to spend my personal money on too much when I know I'll be given some money to use as well. But all of that being said, of course, I've picked up some things here and there that I know that I'll use or that were just too great of a deal to pass up. After all, that's what summer is for, right? Stocking Michael's and the dollar store and the dollar spot at Target and just circling around looking for the cutesy decor things. Remember that buying all these things doesn't make you a better teacher, it's your personal choice. My husband and I choose to budget a little bit of our money every month that I can spend on my classroom, whether it's for like snacks if we're having a special holiday celebration, or things like this that I like to buy over the summer. So I just track and make sure I'm not overspending on my classroom, but I do allow myself to spend a little bit. But of course, not required. You don't have to buy cutesy dollar spot things to be a good teacher. Just thought I'd put that out there. And it's okay to have a little bit of self-control at the dollar spot, I promise. You will survive. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go through all the things that I've gotten. And since I've mentioned the dollar spot like 50 times already, we'll start with the Target haul. This is my basket of things that I got at Target. The first one, okay, this was the biggest impulse buy that I have in my haul. It's this DIY photo wall hanger. It's kind of like a, what's it called, macrame, like a little boho. And it's got like the strings, and I don't know if I'll actually hang photos on it or what, but I thought it was so cute and it was $3. So this was probably like my biggest impulse purchase because I was like, this would be so cute in my desk area, and I've just been missing all my friends back home, and so having pictures of all the people I love by my desk would be so sweet. So I had to get this. Well, I didn't have to, but I wanted it. The next thing I got were a bunch of reversible borders. So my personal favorite this year was the alphabet one, and I specifically liked the rainbow alphabet on the back side. It's black and white alphabet, but if you've ever been to Target during the summer, you know that they have these $1 borders, and they have a lot of different kinds. This was just my favorite this year, and I bought a lot of packs. Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I bought 5 packs, 14 strips come in each pack. I'm thinking I might use these around some of my boards in the front of the room, and you have to buy a bunch when you see them because they may not come back. Like last year, they had the cutest little black and white polka dot one and star ones, and I didn't get it because I wasn't redoing anything in my classroom, and now I like wish I'd gotten those, but I'll never find them again because they were just in the dollar spot last year. So I was like, all right, this one's my favorite. I'm gonna buy a couple packs of it and have it ready. So that was purchase number 2. Well, I guess that would be like 2 through 6 since I bought 5 of them. All right, the next thing I bought at the dollar spot, this one was slightly impulse, slightly not. The rainbow calendar pocket chart. That's what it looks like right there. Now, I have a calendar pocket chart, and it came with my like calendar set, but it's just like a dark blue color, and I really like lighter colors and lots of colorful things. And so I thought this would be a good fit to kind of brighten up my calendar board, but I didn't buy any of the inserts because I actually have some calendar cards that I really love that go by theme. So every month has a different little pattern on the cards and has different pictures. So like May might have a butterfly, flower, flower, butterfly, butterfly, flower, flower, butterfly, stuff like that. So I bought those my very first year teaching, laminated them, cut them out. I already have a calendar set. So I have my fingers crossed that those cards are going to fit in here. I opened it up and looked, and it looks like it's going to, but unfortunately I cannot test it because my cards are packed up in a box in the mess in the closet, and there's literally no way I can get to them. So fingers crossed it fits, but I was like, it's $3 and it looks pretty close to fitting. And then if it doesn't, like, I'm sure there's somebody at my school who could use this pocket chart and I can just donate it and be okay with it. The next thing I got were these square adhesive label pockets from the Target Dollar Spot. I've used these on the edges of my book bins to kind of label and start sorting my books out a little bit, and I really like them. And again, one of those things that you find in the dollar spot and then they kind of disappear. So I know I had like maybe 5 left over when I packed up all my stuff, so I went ahead and got 2 more packs just in case I needed them for this year, because these it's $3 for 20 and they stick really well. You can peel them off, slide things in easy. So if you know these, you love these, how to get them. The last thing that I got at Target were these trays. And I did not get any book bins because I have a lot of book bins and I don't know how I'm going to sort my library or do any of that yet, so the book bins are going to have to wait. But I did know that as soon as I saw these trays, I was going to jump and get some. I currently have 3 of them, I think, maybe 4. I know I have a purple one and an orange one and a yellow one. I don't think I have a pink one, so I think I just have 3. And I bought them before my very first year of teaching, and they are some of my most used items in my classroom. I know a lot of people use them for turn-in trays and they'd be great for that, but I like to use them when we're sharing supplies at our table groups, because I don't give my kids packs of markers and all my markers are in one big bucket. So when we're using markers for an activity, I just like dump them in a bucket and put it on their table so they can share. Well, I have these Michaels bins, but they're deep, and so the kids are always pulling them saying, I want to see it, and then they can't all like share. But with these, since they're so wide and shallow, if you put it in the middle of their table group, everybody can reach, nobody has to pull to see what's inside the bucket, and it's amazing. So I use these during like just about any craft. If we're using foam stickers and I need to disperse them throughout my groups, I just slap one of these on the table and pour it in. But I also used it to store like copy paper and construction paper to organize my craft closets. So because I only had 3 of them, if we were doing a craft, I'd have to take all my paper out, set it on the counter, then put that on the desk, and I was like, okay, I need to get some more of these because I ended up loving them way more than I thought I was going to. So I got 4. I got like the bright color ones because I already have like, I'm pretty sure the ones that I have are pretty bright, like almost neon, because those are the colors they had like 4 years ago when I got them. So I got some like colorful ones to match, but I'm super excited for these. Next is the one item, yes one, that I've purchased from Amazon for my classroom. Very proud of myself, pat on the back. I do have a long wish list, so there are things that I'm waiting to buy when budget money opens up and allows, or when the need comes. So I linked my wish list down below, and it's always linked on my YouTube profile and on my Instagram page. So if you want to look at the wish list and get some ideas of some things that you could get for your classroom, you're more than welcome to. Unfortunately, I can't share them all in this haul because I've only purchased one thing. But I got this on Prime Day sale, and it is the What Should Darla Do book, and I'm really, really excited for this. And I also didn't know this is where like the affirmation mirror thing came from, because that's been like, everybody has an affirmation mirror, and I was like, I don't even know how this started. Hello, it's right here on the back of the Darla book, so what do you know? But it's really cute, and it's like students choose their own way through the book, so you read it and then they get to pick what she does next, and that determines the outcome. And it's kind of a pricey book, but it was on sale on like a lightning deal on Prime Day, and so I got it. So I'm really excited for this book. And then the last, well, this is from Walmart, and I shared this in a previous vlog, I believe, but I got a balloon because I always use balloons. I'll insert those pictures again. I always use balloons for like my first day of school picture, and I just need to get the S and the T now, but I have the one for the kids to hold up. So I did get this from Walmart. It was 97 cents for a gold balloon. And then the last store that I have things from is called Dirt Cheap. Dirt Cheap is an overstock store, so they get lots of different products and merchandise from local stores or from warehouses that either didn't sell or were returned or had something wrong with them, and they put them in their store for literally dirt cheap. If you have one in your area, you should totally go check it out because you never know what you're gonna find, but disclaimer, sometimes they can be like a mess and you kind of have to dig to find things, but it's worth it when you do. So these are the things that I found at Dirt Cheap. A lot of them are from Target originally because my Dirt Cheap carries a lot of Target stuff. So I got these little erasers. You can see up here that it said it was $3 at Target. The Dirt Cheap price was $3, but then I think it was like 80% off or something like that, or 90% off, like for real. They put the price on here and then it tells you the percentage off, and it's usually super cheap. So there's like monster truck erasers and little unicorn erasers. I thought this would be cute for a treasure box or even just to give out at the beginning of the year. Or I know a lot of people do desk pets. I haven't ever done those before, but it would be a good option for those. So they were just too cute and cheap to pass up. Then I found these awesome stamps, and the original price was $3. Again, it was probably like 90% off. It's from the Dollar Spot. I recognize that logo, a little price sticker. But these are tin frame stamps and number line stamps. So I thought that was really cute because in first grade we used tin frames all the time, and I was like, how cute would it be if I could just stamp a tin frame on a paper instead of having to draw it every time for the student. And I do teach my kids how to draw a tin frame because I think that's important if it's a strategy we want them to use. Like, I gotta teach them how to draw it. But I thought this would be cute for like intervention where the focus isn't really on how to draw the tin frame, but it's more using it as a strategy. So it'll be easy to stamp on there. So that was really fun. And then I got 2 books from Dirt Cheap. They don't usually have, I mean, they have a good selection of books, but they don't usually have a large selection of children's books, but they did have a Dr. Seuss book. And this one wasn't like mega sale. I think I got it for like $3, but this is one of my favorite ones that I let my students watch on YouTube every year. It's Wacky Wednesday, and they love it because this is the one where like there's things that are wacky, like there he's standing on his hand. There's like wacky stuff on every page, and they get to find all of the wacky things. And so I was like, that would be a good one to add because I know I like to read this one or show my kids this one on YouTube, so I got that. And then this last one, this is kind of cool. All right, this was just a random book. It was $1. My husband and I found it in a bucket, and it's the alphabet from the sky. I thought this would just be a fun one for my kids to look at. So it's like bird's eye views. Ooh, look at the back, there you go. It's like bird's eye views of landscapes that look like letters. So when you open up to the page, it's like here's one of the pages, and it's like find the letter C, and obviously it's right there. Let's see if I can find one that's a little bigger. Some of them are actually kind of hard to find, and some of them are like tiny. Okay, here's one. I mean, that's still tiny, but like there's the letter K right there in the landscape, which I thought was really cool. I just thought it was a neat little alphabet book. I'd never seen anything like that, and I think the kids would think it's really cool to see the bird's eye view pictures, and then they're looking for the alphabet. So that is it for my classroom haul. I'm really not going to purchase much else for my classroom this summer. Those are the things that I got that I feel like I need and I felt comfortable spending my own money on, either because I needed it or it was like dirt cheap and it was a steal. But I'm excited to add them and use them this year, and I'm sure there'll be maybe a couple more purchases as I start to move things into my classroom and realize that I need things. I would love to know what things you have gotten for your classroom this summer. Did you get anything that I did from the Dollar Spot, or have you found anything else that was just like a super great find that you're super excited for? So leave anything that you found for your classroom in the comments below because I'd love to check that out. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one, and I will see you guys later.